Hello, everybody. Welcome back, Gigi. Welcome back to the world of YouTube. What's poppin', y'all? I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, where Gigi been? Where has she been? Gigi got a lot to say, and nothing's gonna stop me from saying it. But let's talk about this, y'all. First of all, Happy New Year 2026. Happy New Year to everyone's. How y'all doing? Hope all your dreams and your wishes come true for 2026. Get that on up out of there. Blessings to all. But 2026, baby, is going about to be hell on wheels. We got ice going crazy, and pow some people in the head up here in Minneapolis where I stay. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know what they thought Minnesota was going to do. But FAFO, I'm sending out the warning. FAFO, 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 y'all. Minnesota is not the one. Minnesota is not the one. I'm telling you. That's just like going up against Cali. And Cali played no games. None whatsoever. None. Not one. We about to get off into it. Then we're going to get off into all the videos that I have made. I know that some of you guys know about this new channel. And you've been seeing the videos and wondering, why, Gigi, why you ain't commenting on these videos that you making? I'm just enjoying making them. That's all you see Gigi doing is enjoy making videos, playing around with videos, doing different things. That's all I'm doing in the background, y'all. So when y'all get them videos that don't have any commentary to it, trust and believe I'm going to come back on my channel and we're going to discuss that. That's the reason I put them out there. So we can come and talk about it. So let's talk about ICE for the beginning. Look. CNN, and I'm just going to, come on, son, hurry up, baby. CNN, I think, in my opinion, CNN did the best commentary on what happened in Minneapolis, because a lot of people is getting a lot of information messed up. And I'm going to tell y'all why this is happening. It's happening because as soon as that woman, you know what? I want to say her name, but I don't want to say her name out of respect for her family, because this is fresh. And a mother just lost her child, and a child just lost the mom. You know what I'm saying? And family members who held Miss Good so dear to their heart, Mrs. Good so dear to their heart. I don't want to do her family any injustice that has already been done to them, because it has already, this mama is doing something every mother dread of doing. And that is laying one of ours to rest before we go, because we always think we're going to leave first before our children. That's never a thought in our minds, right? And the poor baby who babies that lost their mom, that's another devastating part to this story. So I'm trying to be respectful with Mrs. Good and her family and her friends who loved her. So prayers go up to her. That's first and foremost also. But let's get back to ICE. Now, this is the reason everybody is having difference of opinion. When CNN did the whole video, like the 360 view of everything going around to the side of the car, to when the pow happened, to when he let loose, they showed everything. They showed everything. CNN showed everything. So it gave you a good view. When this happened to Mrs. Good, the reason why so many conflicting stories, again, is because as it was happening, y'all, the videos was being leaked. The videos was being hit up on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all the social medias was hitting it up. And then that's once the news caught wind of what happened, that made it even worse. So you got a flood of information coming in within them 24 hours of what happened to Mrs. Good. But we're gonna get into this video and then we just gonna discuss it. I'm not up here for a long time, guys. I'm up here for a short minute just to let you know I'm back. I have another topic that's coming on. You know, I gotta hit my topic on Blueface and Krishan, and it's gonna be so many topics over here, guys. It's just not gonna be one topic. So don't get that thought in your head. I'm going to be discussing everything under the sun. If the sun interests me that morning, we will get up and have a discussion about it. That's all I'm saying. Let us sustain. But we're about to get into the video I made, guys, and we're going to discuss this because when I say wicked, I mean wicked. I couldn't believe the footage that I was getting from ICE and their behavior. Yeah, they called her a bitch at the end. Yeah, I know. He called her a bitch. We're going to discuss all that. I could not believe the footage that I was getting of people catching ICE, violating American citizen rights, walking up to people, asking them if they look like they're Mexican or even Haitian, y'all, or even Somalians. They was at the Somalians. You about to see it? They just not targeting Mexicans, and I don't know why people just got Mexicans in their head because that's all they're showing the majority of the time. But they're targeting Somalians. Y'all need to be careful out in these streets. And yes, alert has already went out on my phone about my grandkids. If I didn't feel safe about my grandkids going to school until February the 12th, listen to me again, guys, February the 12th, you can get your kids homeschool if you live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Listen, people, please listen, the ones that's scared. You can get your kids homeschooled up until February the 12th, 2026. Let me repeat the date to you one more time. Up until now, which is Monday. What is today's date, guys? The 13th, which is the 13th of January, up until February the 12th. You can get your kids homeschooled. If you're nervous about sending your kids to school, homeschool your babies. Get the information off your phones that the school is sending out to you guys because they're sending you this information for a reason. I don't have that many subs, but the little subs that I do have, hopefully they'll share my video to the people that's in Minnesota who needs to know this information. Again, up until today, which is Monday, up until February the 12th, you can homeschool your children. I just want to announce that to my people out there in them streets. I'm about to beat my son, so if you hear some hollering in the back, don't pay no attention. That's all. I'm just throwing shit for no reason. Wait just 1 minute. You already know. I done came back to YouTube, and he know darn well. I don't know why he want to pick on me when I'm here. Well, let's go. Just 1 minute, guys. We're gonna get into it. I think it's this. Is this one? No. Let's see. Yep. Here we go, guys. Hold on just 1 second. Now, these are just short clips, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you something. These are just short clips that I made because when you're doing this, it's a lot. These are just short clips that I made. Is so many that I have downloaded. It don't make no sense what ICE is out here doing. ICE been out here cutting up, but let's continue. And Donald Trump and all his little rugrats and shit, trying to back them up. Somebody done lost their daughter. Them babies done lost their mother. And it's no sympathy. Oh, no sympathy. Jasmine Crockett was in Congress crying, y'all, asking them what's wrong. What's the gentleman who passed that everybody Congress was so lit up about that passed away, that got unalive? Charlie Kirk. That when he passed, excuse me, guys, I couldn't think of his name off the top of my head. Charlie Kirk. When Charlie Kirk passed, you see how Congress they was mourning, they was ready to string this man up and everything. It's no sympathy for this woman at all, none. For her mother, for them babies that she left behind, the people who loved her, that's gonna miss her. And heart is broken. Heart been broken since the incident happened. They woke up this morning with their heart broken. And if you don't have sympathy for that, something is wrong. But y'all, let's go on to these people. Let's go on, because you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood!
This lady got blood. They don't. She was in the car with her, bro. Or she tried to save her or something. Somebody. Hey, was you riding with her? Did
I think that's her wife, guys.
Did you call any of your peoples yet?
Pause this for a minute. You're hearing allegedly, I don't know how true it is, allegedly that's her wife that you hear crying in the background that was in the car with her. Now, mind you, one thing, Gigi, keeping it, I'm smoking while I'm doing this one, y'all, because you got to have something. You got to have something dealing with what the shit that we see every day that's coming on TV, and how people acting out here in these damn streets going crazy, just losing their damn mind for no reason. Shit, you need something. Hell, but anywho, allegedly, that is her wife. Now, what I know that's not alleged is the fact that there was a doctor on scene. I seen it. I watched the whole video, and I will download that one also, and I'll present that to you. It was a doctor telling the ICE agent after they pow Mrs. Good, telling the ICE agent, I can go over there and I can assist you guys with helping Mrs. Good. The ICE agent told that doctor, no, don't worry about it. We got people coming over here to assist her, right? It took them 15 minutes later to come over there to, now I'm telling y'all the dynamics. Wait a minute, hold on. It's hold on. Listen, y'all, this is so horrific. It's so horrific on so many levels. I don't care what color you is. I don't care if you was an alien from Mars. This shit is so twisted. Now the doctor said, I can help, right? The paramedics didn't come to, I think, like 15 minutes later. Now check this out. Excuse me, I got a cold. Be careful too, because they got a bad flu out there. 15 minutes later, after they checked her, right? They didn't bring the stretcher up to the scene of the accident, guess what they did, y'all? They carried her body to the ambulance. Mad damn disrespectful. Mad damn disrespectful. They carried Mrs. Good body to the ambulance. They didn't even have the decency, y'all, to bring the stretcher up, to put her body in there, at least cover her up. Shit, because they already knew she was gone. They already knew she got pow 3 times in the head. Let me repeat that. She got pow 3 times in the head, right? They didn't even have the decency, y'all, to take the stretcher to the scene of the crime and put this woman's body on that stretcher and take that woman's body to the ambulance and carry her onto the hospital, whatever hospital they was going to after that, to pronounce her, DOA. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even do that. Y'all. The inhuman treatment of that alone deserves for everybody that was standing out there. That's including law enforcement, ICE, and that even includes the paramedics. Asses should be fired. You should be fired. You should be fired immediately. And the sad part is the ambulance drivers are from Minnesota. How dare you? How dare you represent Minnesota like that? Because we nothing like that. The lies you tell and the damn secrets you keep. I know Minnesota. I have grown to love Minnesota tremendously. Mm-hmm. I love Minnesota. Minnesota is beautiful. Y'all, when I tell you Minnesota is beautiful, Minnesota is beautiful. All parts of it. The little towns that you find, the little jewels that you find in them nooks and crannies, them beautiful towns that you would love to live in. Great neighborhood, good schools. And you would send your kids to that school and you would think, oh, this is a small town. Oh, this school is no good. Lies you tell and the secrets you keep. My grandkids came from a small town, Edgerton, Minnesota, and they way ahead of the kids in Minnesota public school system. You heard what I just said. The things that they're teaching my grandkids are repeating. So don't sleep on the small towns in Minnesota. That's what I'm saying. Minnesota is beautiful. It's a beautiful state. And you came to Minnesota. You had the audacity to come to Minnesota and pow one of our people, and you thought we was going to be quiet?
Especially after George Floyd.
Right, after George Floyd. Say it, son. We still got George Floyd Memorial up. You thought you thought far from there. I know. Not too far from where we live. This don't make no sense. You have no right. That woman could have been arrested. And she could have went to jail and fought that shit out in court. She didn't do nothing wrong. And they said she's been following them for a while before all this happens. She was allegedly, this is what the government is spending.
Where's that against the law?
That she's been following them for a while and being disruptive. This is what they're spending.
Well, allegedly they should have been arrested.
Right, that's what I said. They could have allegedly arrested her. And ICE don't have that jurisdiction. You know who has that jurisdiction? MPD, Minneapolis Police Department. You have the jurisdiction over the illegal aliens, not over the American citizens, sir. I start looking into everything that y'all can't do. Y'all around here just straight violating our damn rights and enjoying it. Not in Minnesota. You better take your ass somewhere else. You heard what our mayor say. Get the fuck out of Minnesota. We ain't playing with y'all. Our mayor is a gangster. Stop playing. You better stop playing. Minnesota ain't what you want.
You going to jail.
Minnesota ain't what you want. FAFO, y'all finna see. FAFO, ICE about to find out. FAFO, Minnesota is not going. You unalived that woman. You was the judge, the jury, the executioner, all the above. You had no respect for her life, her family, or nothing. So I have no sympathy for your ass. None. Oh, and if you go to jail in Minnesota, they really gonna just let me be quiet. Yeah. Just let me be quiet. FAFO. FAFO. Laugh now, cry later. That's all I'm saying. Laugh now and cry later. Y'all can't be out here violating the American people rights. What's wrong with you? Let's go.
So you don't got none of her family members or anybody number? Do you know anybody on her Facebook? All right. Damn.
I woke up to some commotion. I heard some whistles going on out front, so I came downstairs to see what was going on. Wasn't even dressed. And there was a car, the Honda Pilot that's crashed over there now. There was a car blocking the 2 lanes of Portland traffic. And the ICE agents got out and they were saying, get out of here, get out of here. And she was what looked like trying to turn around. And the ICE agent was in front of her car and he pulled out a gun and put it right in, like his midriff was on her bumper, and he reached across the hood of the car and shot her in the face like 3-4 times. And then she must have just stepped on the gas. She stepped on the gas immediately, maybe got like 100 feet or so, and ran into the telephone pole and some cars, and then was slumped over in her car. And
another thing you're gonna find out about us Minnesotians, you're gonna FAFO. We don't forget shit. We don't forget shit. And what I mean by that, she said he shot 3 or 4 times. She knew exactly how many times that police officer shot. Pow pow. I'm sorry, YouTube. Pow pow. She knew exactly how many times he pow pow. She knew exactly the reason why ICE stopped her. ICE, you don't have that authority. You should have called Minneapolis Police Department and said you're having an incident over here with people following you and you need assistance. Then the Minneapolis Police Department would have handled Mrs. Good, and I'm quite sure she would have went to jail, but she would have been alive. Again, you was the judge, the jury, and the executioner. We don't forget shit. FAFO. Y'all remember when y'all come to Minnesota, think y'all gonna do some crime? Let me tell you, Minnesotans probably can sit up there and tell you what color your damn laces was. Stop playing. Let's continue.
You could see she was probably gone, and there was a medic. There was a neighbor who's a physician who was yelling, "Can I please check the pulse?" There was no first responders. There were 0 first responders. They left her in her car, slumped over for about 10-15 minutes, blocking us all. And eventually EMS got here, and they wouldn't let the bus in, so it was just the EMS workers, and they checked her out for a second, maybe five minutes or so, and then carried her out, no stretcher or anything, carried her out like a sack of fucking potatoes.
Can you describe a little bit about what this woman looked like? Was there anyone else in the car with her? Did you know if she was the target?
I don't know if she was a target. They clearly wanted her out of there because she was the main car leading the protest, is my understanding. I talked to another guy who was driving behind her, but she was very she was very successful in blocking traffic. She was doing what she was set out to do, and so they wanted to get her the hell out of there. Yeah.
So it looked like she was impeding ICE vehicles.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
That was her goal.
Do you have a read on her demographic?
I think she was a white woman. Looked like I didn't see her when she was alive. Just slumped over in the car. It looked like she had dyed short curly hair. I have a video of her in the car. But yeah, no other.
We also know, according to eyewitnesses, that she was believed to be in the car with her wife. So
I want to pause that for 1 minute. If y'all did not pay attention to what she just said, she said, I have the video in my car. I told you, yeah, that's what she just said. No, the young lady that was just speaking, she just said, dropped a golden nugget that a lot of people don't pay attention to, but Gigi, because you know my ass is just like the old Inquirer magazine. I want to know what the hell going on, and I want to be as accurate as possible. You hear what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm all the way accurate, but as accurate as possible when I'm reporting something, especially like this. She said she has the video in her car. Again, we have multiple videos that was coming when this happened. I'm telling you, I live in Minnesota. It was coming up, y'all, on Facebook so god doggone quick and fast, y'all. I couldn't even watch all the videos that was popping. It was popping up. They was like, bing, bing, bing. Every time I turn around, I say, okay, shit, I'm going to go to Instagram. Let me see what's popping over here on Instagram. All of a sudden on Instagram, bing, 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 bing. People popping up with videos from multiple angles. Excuse me, I told you guys I got a cold. Be careful out there with this cold too, especially the older people, y'all, because you know I'm 62, so y'all be careful. But it was popping up so fast, guys, that I couldn't understand the beginning of the video really well in the beginning, because I'm like, what the hell is okay? This okay? Because the first video I seen, it looked like she hit the officer, the ICE officer. And that's when the ICE officer drew his gun, his pow. No, y'all, no. When they did a slow motion of that ICE officer pulling out his pow, it was way before Mrs. Good even started to drive off. So that's intent, fool. You thought about it way before you did it. I can't sit up in here and think about no mess like that and then go in front of the judge and think that I'm going to get fair play. They're going to look at me like I'm stupid. Did you just say, yeah, you had your hand on it and you was pulling it out way before you used it, so you thought about it before you did it? Yeah. The jury in there, I'm going to jail. Y'all, I'm going to jail on gasoline draw, sliding on blade. I'm going to jail. I don't collect $200. I don't get none of all the amendments. Is all gone. I don't collect nothing. I'm just gone. So you thought about it before you did it. So that's intent. So this is where the debate is coming up, and I'm gonna even let y'all listen to the debates on here of two people who agree with what the officer did. One agreed with what the officer did, but he didn't agree with the outcome. He said she could have been arrested. He didn't agree with the outcome. The y'all already know who the other woman is. I ain't even got to say her name. One thing I got to say is cowboy hat. That's all I got to say. Cowboy hat lady. Just say cowboy hat lady. Just like when I say Jasmine Crockett, y'all gonna already know who I'm talking about. That's the girl up there in Congress kicking ass and taking names. Now, let's talk about my girl Jasmine, because if she runs for president, I'm there on gasoline draw, sliding on blade. Did you hear me, Jasmine? Did you hear what I said, girl? Run for the presidency. Because I am so tired of these. I don't even know what to call them there. I am 62 years old, and I know I'm an old ass fogey. I know I'm stuck in my ways. I know I don't want to be listening to some of this music y'all listen to now. I don't want to hear it. I listen to my old school music or my old school rap or whatever y'all whatchamacallit, right? We got to get all them old ass people out of Congress. If your ass is my age, if you 62, you need to leave. Get the hell up out of there. Get the hell up out of there. Give it to them babies. That's how America was made. Give it to them babies. It's the time for these babies to take over. If you 62, get out. Get the hell out. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired. I don't even know what you want me to say. I agree with everything Jasmine say. Sorry, not sorry. What you want me to say? Yep, I said it. I agree with everything that Miss Crockett said, and I'm going to do a story on her. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I agree with her. Don't come for me unless I sent for you. I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to stand up for what I believe. This woman is sitting up in here crying to Congress asking why y'all ain't got no remorse for this woman who just lost her life. Why y'all don't have no remorse for this beautiful woman who just lost her life? If she did something wrong, let her go to jail, y'all. That's what happened when you protest. You go to jail. Everybody know that. Believe me, the protesters know that. Police department and ICE, they already know that y'all can lock them up for disorderly and all kind of stuff. They already know that when they coming out there to protest. But y'all ain't got to manhandle them, or you don't have to unalive them. You don't have to do none of those things, because it seems like the only time it gets violent is when y'all show up, ICE. Every damn video I done seen of ICE, every damn video, every damn protest, it was peaceful until ICE came into the picture. When ICE came over there, started talking to them people, that's when shit popped out each and every time. So what is it telling you? The first thing Donald Trump gonna tell you is don't believe the media. Hell, the media is the public people. It's the people, these young babies out there taking videos and putting them up on their pages, and people like me, we grabbing them and snatching them and showing it to y'all. They out there in the trenches. They see it. They know what the hell's is going on. So if you elderly, get your ass out of Congress. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all. It ain't no more damn leave it to Beaver, sir. No more leave it to Beaver. Stop it. It's no more Carol Burnett. Sorry, I love Carol Burnett. I used to watch Carol Burnett all the time when I was little. I'm so glad we had this time together. I'm grabbing my ear for all my Carol Burnett lovers. I love Carol Burnett. There's no more Carol Burnett out there. Nope. No, none of that. None of that. No more Westerns. No more Long Rangers. None of that. It's all gone, y'all. It's time for us to give it to these children. It's time for us old ass people to step back and put some of them young people up in Congress. Stop playing. Y'all need to stop playing with me. Anybody agree with me, please? I know it got to be a lot of people agree with that. We got to put them babies in Congress, y'all. Because you see, the ones up in my age, they done lost their damn mind. They cuckoo for cuckoo puffs. They ain't even know. I don't understand. When a person shows you who they are, why not believe them? Famous quote, Maya Angelou. Everybody knows that quote. Why you do not believe it? I believe every damn thing Donald Trump tell me he gonna do every time, because I know his ass is gonna do it. That's one president I can sit up there and say, if he say he gonna do it, yep, his ass gonna do that. That's one president. Every damn thing Donald Trump said that he was gonna do, he did it. And I'm wondering why everybody's sitting up there clutching their pearls and wondering why it was gonna happen. Now, we feel for our Mexican sisters and brothers, but we're gonna keep it a buck over here again. You have to not have prejudice in your heart and in your soul, and to carry things like that. Some of you, not all of you, I'm going to say some because I hate to be put into a box. So some of you out there who dislike or have a distaste for Black people, right? Now you're saying, help me, help me, help me. And Black people say, not our fight, not our fight, not our fight. And everybody's upset. Well, you know, Black people, we're brothers and sisters. Yeah, we've been trying to be brothers and sisters with you guys. We've been telling you guys unity between the Latinos and African American, that together. Oh hell, we've been telling y'all, let's click up. Let's click up, let's link up. What they gonna do? Latinos and Blacks? You about to see a video. I'm gonna pause this video of my Mexican brothers, letting them know I ain't playing no games with you out there in California. They out there protesting. Now California can show you how to protest Minnesota. I don't want to show you how to protest. They could be telling you that I'm inciting violence against the United States or some shit. I ain't going, y'all ain't getting me like that. But watch California how they protest. Let's continue.
So her partner was a passenger in this vehicle. There's another person that could have been injured. And a statement from people who saw this. I mean, it's all on social media. People who witnessed what they called the murder. Of course, it needs to be adjudicated, right? But they said they saw murder with their own eyes, that this individual was not posing any sort of deadly threat. These federal agents had plenty of other options to use other than that fatal option of shooting her dead in the face. That's the details, that she was shot in the head.
God. She tried to run over an ICE officer. It's not going to be prosecuted. My point is, let's not focus on that for a second, okay? She was wrong to drive off. She should not have done that. Or she should have asked the officer, I'm pulling over. Could you move out the way, please? Instead of trying to disregard him totally to the point where you're going to take off and potentially hit him, and he moves out the way. And
this, I'm pausing for 1 second. This is the debate. When an officer stuck his hand in the car, this is the debate, y'all. She should have turned her car off and stood still, then did not move. They saying she took it upon herself to move her vehicle. And that vehicle did graze the officer slightly. It did, y'all. It did. This is the debate. Did the officer at that moment panic when he heard the car moving and speeding up and already had his hand on his weapon, and he got spooked and he pulled? See what I'm saying? That's his training. Then he pulled. Pow, pow, pow.
He scared her too.
And scared. She was scared and he was scared. So this is the debate. He was doing his training at that moment when he pow her in the head 3 times. My personal opinion, that was excessive force right there. Because I guarantee you, Minneapolis police would have got her in 2 seconds if ICE would have just called Minneapolis Police Department for backup at that moment if they were having so much trouble with the crowd. Is everybody following me? Why didn't ICE call MPD, Minneapolis Police Department, and say, look, you know what, we thought we can handle, we can't handle, we need some backup over here. This crowd is getting a little too rowdy. We need some assistance. We got a lady blocking XYZ, in the middle of the road. We trying to move. All that could have been told to MPD and they would have came in full force, guaranteed. And they play no games, right? But they didn't do that. So everybody is saying that they don't de-escalate like the gentleman who say they do, they sergeant or whatever the hell he is. so that they do de-escalate training. But to me, y'all about to see the videos. Y'all about to see what ICE called de-escalating. This is their de-escalating training, guys. But this is the debate that's going on right now. That's why I say I'm fair over here. This is the debate. If she would have just turned the car off and just let the ICE do what he did, she could have fought it in court another day without pulling with her vehicle. So that's the debate, but let's continue.
Draws his gun and shoots through the front windshield and took her out.
But it wasn't necessary. You could have arrested her. You could have spared the
Right,
woman's
that
life.
part. You didn't have to.
You didn't have to kill her. We've seen plenty of incidences throughout the United States of America, historically and frequently, and recently, where people who committed crimes or people whose behavior weren't indicative of law-abiding citizens who were simply obeying law enforcement officials, we've seen them walk away alive.
That's their de-escalation training. Now, only thing you hear, this is in Minneapolis, is them saying FUB. You do hear them cussing the ICE agent out. You do hear them saying FUB. That's all you hear, but you don't see nobody walking towards that ICE agent. Why did you feel the need to spray these people? They wasn't. You'll see the video. Let's continue. Y'all need to stay away from them cars, man. I'm telling you, because them ICE agents will straight run your ass over. Let me let this play a little bit. California. I had to pause it because this was the coldest video I've seen out there. California. Now you're talking about a different breed of people. You can't expect California to act like Minnesota. You can't expect Chicago to act like Minnesota. You can't expect New York to act like Minnesota. That's a whole different breed. Now you're talking about Cali. And we already know how Cali get down. When they want to fight for something they believe in, they go hard. Look at this brother. He ain't playing no games. Why ICE didn't walk their ass up on them? I'm just saying. Why ICE didn't walk their ass up on them? You understand? You came up, you coming up on the people in Minnesota. Minnesota people will say and speak their mind how they feel, right, about what you're doing. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna get too much confrontational with you unless you all up in their face and you pushing on them. And you know what I'm saying? You agitating them. You got to really be agitating them, right? Yeah. California is a different breed. That's like talking about Chicago, where I'm born and raised. We don't protest like that. We're not that quiet. You understand what I'm saying? We're not that quiet. And we're very confrontational. With the police, we'll tell them, bring your mama. We don't care. We're going to cuss her ass out too. Bring her to, and your children. We be dead ass serious, right? You got a different breed of people in each state. Look at California. California just, let's watch the video. They're refusing. I had to cut the music out, guys. Sorry about that. Federal agents outnumbered by crowds in Los Angeles. LAPD refusing to assist. They backing ICE ass up. What I just tell you, different breed of people. You got a different breed of people in each state that will do damage. They're tired. You're about to see two. I had to show you these two stories of these two Mexican brothers being chased by ICE. It's horrible. It's horrible. One is in a doctor's office. I think he was visiting a doctor, and ICE came up there and got his ass. You hear me? They not playing. They not playing. They tearing up the immigration trucks. You got different breeds of people. When they riot, you got people who throw them gas cans right back at ICE. You got different breeds of people, honey, in different states. So when they protest. They be real serious. They play no games. Now, I'm going to pause this right here. And the only reason why I'm pausing this because this person is burning the American flag. And this is why I'm pausing this. To let y'all understand Minnesota. Minnesota is the most patriotic state. One of the most patriotic states I've ever lived in. Right? They believe in a system. Yes, they do. They believe in helping women and children at all costs. They're going to help women and children in Minnesota, right? They believe in that Constitution, and they believe in a Congress. This is the most patriotic state I've ever seen. I'll pause this for one reason. I've never seen a Minnesotan burn the American flag. Yeah. I've never seen nothing. I've never seen that. So I don't know who this person is. A lot of people are saying online, my daughter is saying that a lot of people saying that they believe that person was paid to do that. I'm not for sure. But they had people in the riots with George Floyd dressed up in that all black and all that gear, looking like army gear and everything, breaking out windows and shit. So I'm not for sure, but that's what's going on. Excuse me, online now that he was paid to do that because I've never seen a Minnesotan do that to burn an American flag. Never. Let's continue. This is what happens every time they start protesting. ICE come around, then it gets violent. How does it go from a peaceful protest and when ICE arrives to a protest that they shooting gas and throwing rubber bullets and all this other kind of mess, whatever weapons they have of mass destruction with them, that they be shooting out there in the crowds? Yeah, that's what I said, mass destruction, because that's what you're doing. Getting people sick with all that chemical shit, up in there. We got enough shit there. We don't need you, ICE, adding no more pollution to the damn air. Shit, we can barely breathe now. The hell is wrong with you? But anywho, that's a whole nother topic. So whatever they be shooting or whatever they be doing with the rubber bullets and the rubber pow-pows and all that, how does it go from peaceful to that when they arrive? Let's continue.
Looks as though there are some people, as you can see, throwing snowballs at some of these officials that are moving down towards what appears to be the scene. And I want to get a closer look here because it looks as though there may be, I don't know if it's a skirmish yet or obviously some kind of a conflict. There's some exchange of words happening here. The snowballs keep flying there. It looks as though there's some news crews on the ground as well.
Yes, they're refusing to eat ice. Let me stop it here for you, and then so to pass this on to the 1 or 2 people that's watching this on my channel. Yes, they're refusing ice. Yes, Minnesota's a part of that. Minnesota, some hotels will not rent to ice at all. They turn their ass around. Some restaurants refuse to feed them. Yes, we're a part of that. Yes, we are. Let's continue.
Any loss of life is a tragedy, and I think all of us can agree that in this situation it was preventable. ICE officers and agents approached the vehicle of the individual in question, who was blocking the officers in with her vehicle, and she had been stalking and impeding their work all throughout the day.
This is what they're saying. That's why I pause for a minute so everybody can really get it through their head. They're saying she was impeding the officers all day. So basically interfering with the officers' work all day, her and a group of protesters. So if they were doing this, didn't you have that in the morning? Yeah, if they were doing this, why wouldn't you call MPD again and say, look, we got some protesters following us, stopping us from doing our job. We need some assistance from the Minneapolis Police Department to come over here and help us. If it was getting so bad, why didn't they call for backup? Let's continue. I told y'all, this is the debate that's going on online. Let's continue.
ICE agents repeatedly ordered her to get out of the car and to stop obstructing law enforcement, but she refused to obey their commands. She then proceeded to weaponize her vehicle, and she attempted to run a law enforcement officer over. This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to agents, an act of domestic terrorism. The ICE officer...
Domestic terrorism. Y'all, look. I'm going to say this again, and I don't want to say too much because honestly, you really don't know who be sitting up in here watching what you saying on this internet. Y'all stop jumping in front of ICE cars. Y'all about to see what ICE about to do that's coming up. Y'all that's out there protesting, stop getting in front of them cars. Y'all see that they don't care. And I know you angry, but you got to go home to your family. Stop jumping up in front of them cars. Stop. I don't even know what to tell you young babies now. Like I said earlier, for those in Minneapolis public schools, you have the option to homeschool your kids to February the 12th. As of today, this Monday, today, as I'm doing this broadcast, that's why it's live. You have an option to homeschool your kids to February the 12th if you're worried about your children in the schools. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's about to get ugly in Minnesota. It's about to get ugly. So you guys be careful, and please do not get in front of their cars. Please do not challenge them. You want to talk about them, talk about their ass across the street or something. Be careful if you protested out there. Be careful. Let's continue.
Fearing for his life and the other officers around him, and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training to save his own life and that of his colleagues. He was treated at a local hospital, has been released, and is now with family. I encourage the American people at this point in time to pray for him, but also to pray for the deceased's family and her loved ones. People are being trained and told how to use their vehicles to impede law enforcement operations and then to run over anybody who gets in their way while they go out there and try to disrupt peace and public safety. And Americans deserve better. I'm asking the Department of Justice to prosecute it as domestic terrorism.
She wants them to prosecute this as domestic terrorism. Look, y'all, be careful out there in them streets and the people that's protesting. Gigi, proud of you, because my old tail can't do it. And all for my elderly folks that's 80 and 60, y'all stay y'all ass off them streets. Protest somewhere else. Protest online. Make your channel. If you already got a channel, speak on how you feel on your channel or something. Maybe you can get more views and likes like that to get your word out. Stay off them streets. My elderly, please stay off them streets. It's not safe out there. Stay off them streets. After Mrs. Good, I don't know what y'all want me to say about what's going on with ICE. I really don't. I don't know what to say because it's so horrific on so many levels. So many people have been hurt, traumatized by ICE. I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't. Let's continue.
Listen.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Now I'm gonna stop it right there. Y'all seen that happened in New York. Them ICE agents ran that person over at the end, and I do believe the wheel did go over his part of his body. Be careful and do not get in front of them ICE agents' cars. They don't care. And the president is giving them full immunity. He keeps letting y'all know, no, they doing their job. They out there doing what I told them to do. So they have no worry in the world, or not even worried about being charged with anything. They got the president backing them up. Be careful. Let's continue. This is sad. In a surgical center in California, they tried to detain this man. They don't care. They going everywhere.
Like this is a kind of disrespect like that. Leave. Like this is a private property. Hey. Let go. I'm just telling you what's up. Hey, you're here. I need to get out. You can't even identify yourself. You have no proper identification. Get out. Get out.
Quieren entrar a agarrarme. Pues please, no, please. Please. No. Please, no, open the door, please.
Stay back where you are. Stay where you are. Tell us what's going on.
His eyes, please.
I have family here, please. Please don't open the door, please. Please don't open the door, please.
This one fight you don't want, ICE. That's Brooklyn, New York. The Haitians? Are you coming for the Haitians? FAFO. That's all I'm going to say. Are you coming for the Haitians? And this is just a little demonstration. This is not a big one. ICE. Let's continue. This is not even a full demonstration, guys.
Take it off my steps! I don't care what you're trying. No service for you, no service to Mass Gestapo. You hear me? My tone's fine. Take your little patches and get. Harlem don't want you here. Out!
My question is, how can they drag you off the street like that without proper identification, not IDing you to make sure that you're an American citizen? If that's right, quote unquote, that's the reason why you're stopping people. So you would think that would be the first thing that you would want to find out, to make sure that this person is a United States citizen before you decide you want to put them in handcuffs and manhandle them like they a damn chihuahua. You wouldn't even do my dog like that, because I wouldn't allow it, because I love dogs. That's for one. You know, before you start manhandling people, you would think that you would want to find out all this information, but instead you're snatching people out of their cars. That's the weird shit to me. You're snatching people out of their cars without any evidence because you can. Because you can. Yes, I said it twice because I wanted to seek in. People, they're doing it because they can. They got the president saying, you got immunity, you cool. You all right. Do what you got to do as long as you get the job done, as long as you get the illegals up out of here. I don't care how you do it, just do it. Let's continue.
An ICE agent freaked out after being stopped by a black cop for DUI.
Are you Haitian? That's nothing to do with my race, buddy. My question was, are you Haitian?
A 42-year-old Miami resident, Scott Thomas Diceroth, was pulled over after another motorist called to report his reckless driving. At first, he claimed to be an enforcement officer, but failed to prove it.
I'm federal.
Okay.
I'm trying to get home. I got my boys with me.
Who do you work for?
DHS.
Do you have your ID with you?
No, I don't.
You don't have any type of credentials or anything to say you're DHS?
Not on me, no.
So what I want to do, I want to talk away from the kids. So I'm going to ask you to step out of the car and we're going to walk back to the back of your car, okay?
Are you serious right now?
Yes, sir, I am.
After exiting the vehicle, Diceroth continued to stick to his story.
Call my supervisor.
While the officer was offering the man to complete sobriety test, Diceroth was busy with a completely different thought.
What's homeboy doing down there? You know, guys, come on.
Make sure you don't sit because we're outside of the room. You don't want to get hit. You don't want you to get hit. That's why I'm trying to do the exercise. That way we can move on.
Are you Haitian?
That's nothing to do with my race, buddy.
My question was, are you Haitian?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where he's from.
Okay.
After failing the sobriety test, Diceroth was handcuffed and put under arrest. That's when he started caring about the kids.
You're a cop, whatever.
Yeah, I'm a fucking law enforcement,
Okay, dude. Then stop talking and sit in the back of the car and stop. Stop this.
Let's go.
Stop this.
What about my kids?
We're gonna take care of it.
No,
But
I'm
first
not
I need-
going in there. Let me talk to your supervisor.
Again, you can talk to him in a second.
Nope. Not going in there without my supervisor.
After Diceroth was finally placed in the back of a police car, the officers informed him that his son's mother would pick up the two children at the police station. The man is now facing a DUI charge and 2 counts of child endangerment.
This is what ICE does. This is what these terrorists do to babies. Mama, you okay, Mama? You okay? You okay, Mama?
Now, y'all, this is so sad. Him and his wife and his baby was driving a car, not bothering ICE, not doing anything, and they sprayed pepper spray in a car on his wife and his baby. Who does that? Now, if you want to stop them and make sure they was a United States citizen, that's different. But you just sprayed pepper spray in their car for no reason that could have caused a bad accident. What if it would have blinded him and he couldn't see? And he hit somebody and hurt somebody, or even unalived somebody with his car because he was blinded by the pepper spray. Let's continue.
I'm dying, yeah. You okay? No, it's not okay. It's not okay. What happened?
And for my Somalian brothers and sisters who's saying that they're not after you, lies they tell and the secrets they keep, baby, because they're after you too. They're after you too. I'm going to pause that so you can read it. I paused it for one specific reason so you can read it. It said FAFO, pepper spray was deployed to combat a massive wave of violent protesters in liberal Minnesota. This comes after illegal Somalians have been targeted by ICE and DHS for immediate deportation. I'm going to let that sit there for a minute. Did you really think they were going to stop just at the Mexicans? Did you really think that? You thought that you were immune to this? That just recently happened. Look. Let's continue.
Look at spray his eye. Your dick is even smaller.
Cuffs are on. Let's move. We don't have to do this.
Yes, we do. Walk.
Watch your head. Central, we have 2 in custody. This is a mistake.
Get in.
Now, this will be the end of this video to let you know that there are police departments and states that are arresting ICE agents. Okay, that's New York City is one. They're not playing any games with the ICE agents on violating the American people rights. Guys, when I tell you this is so bad up here, I am so serious when I say this is so bad. You just walk down the street, you just be looking because you see their cars. You see their cars. I see them all the time. You see their cars and you be just looking. You just be waiting. Just like, damn, are they about to jump out on somebody? You might as well call them the jump out boys. Because that's what they do. They jump out. The jump out boys just come on out. They jump on out. And baby, when they jump out, I'm telling you, they got their hands on that pow spray and everything else they can think of to control that narrative. So y'all be careful out there in them streets, the ones that's protesting, be careful. Do not, and I repeat, do not jump in front of ICE cars. I just let you see a video of an ICE agent running over a protester. Do not get in front of their cars, please. If you're going to protest, be safe. You got to go home to your people. And then that's one thing we should learn after the incident that happened to this poor, beautiful woman, Mrs. Good. You want to go home. So with that being said, be safe out there, be blessed, and like, comment, and sub up for more things that Gigi will be talking about. My next video is on my boy, Blueface, and his Dalmatians, baby. We got to talk about Blueface and his Dalmatians. That's what I said. I talk about a lot of things over here, so it's not going to be just one topic. Gigi will talk about everything. That's just to let you know I'm back. I'm back. Yes, I'm back, y'all. So my next video is on Blueface and his Dalmatians and the shit show he got going on. Until then, be safe, stay sweet, and look out for one another. Peace.